Good Tuesday morning to you. This is the VELCO Weather Hazards Outlook. This is valid Tuesday, February the 3rd, and this will be valid through Sunday, February the 8th. No utility impacts are anticipated. Generally cold, early February conditions with mostly minor clipper systems coming through. The exception is on Thursday, with some potential for a larger stalled frontal boundary, and then a system working up the coast, the eastern seaboard, and we could see some fringe effects from that passing nor'easter. Arctic chill, especially during clear nights and fair weather days, especially Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday. The overall prediction continues to be lower than average with model volatility. This is the current Tuesday morning temperatures. Cold Arctic air resident across parts of Quebec, pretty much standard issue nowadays. And looking at the synopsis here, the current surface synopsis, they're looking at these minor clipper systems that will come through and a little bit of lake effects, snow showers and flurries that may spread some cloudiness around midday on Tuesday. This is valid about 1 o'clock today, Tuesday, and some lake effect snow showers make it across the Adirondacks and potentially get into parts of northern Vermont. But it does look like mostly a kind of dry day and nothing really major expected here. However, we get into the overnight period tonight. We have a clipper system, picks up a little bit of snow shower and flurry activity coming off the Great Lakes, and this is then a elongated frontal boundary. This will take place on Thursday, Wednesday night into Thursday. And then we have jet stream energy that's going to be coming across here and starting to spin up an area of low pressure, a coastal system, and this is going to ride up the eastern seaboard. Latest model trends have been pushing this a little further to the east, but these are getting involved, so something could happen here along about Thursday into Thursday night with this potential passing nor'easter. Now this is valid, let's see, about 7 o'clock Thursday evening, and just the 12-hour model run. You can see the difference here. This is about 12 hours ago. This is now, so the trends of working the system off the eastern seaboard. Higher pressure builds in for Friday, a little small ridge, and each cold day will lead to, of course, cold nights with fair weather days and strong radiational cooling setting up in each night. A little bit of a ridging taking place on Saturday, rather Friday night and into Saturday, and then we have another clipper system working on through. This moves on out, gives us a little bit of a ridge building in. This is a very cold Arctic high pressure system, again below zero temperatures working in, and this will be the case as we get into most of the day on Sunday, anticipating this system. This next system here, interesting to watch, mostly goes to our east. It gets pushed off to the south. The history, the trend is that these systems will gradually get further to the north, so we'll be watching that. This would be valid into Sunday and Monday as it mostly passes off to our south. And in terms of snowfall, well, we're looking at this frontal boundary. This would be happening Wednesday night into Thursday. And it produces, it looks like 1 to 2 inches of relatively fluffy snow. And that system then goes out to sea, and then below zero temperatures during the morning hours on Friday and into Friday night, Saturday. Next clipper system moves in across the Great Lakes, drops a little bit more snow, nothing major to see there. And we have that passing system to our south. It could move north. This has been the trend historically, but you're not looking at a tremendous amount of snowfall here. Looking at this morning's GFS ensemble, you can see some precipitation here. We're talking just under 1/10 of an inch. Nothing major to see here with a clipper system. Next clipper system and system more volatile. And want to point out here that we are picking up some slightly warmer air with some of the computer modeling. So something we'll have to watch here around the 8th, 9th of February. Here's your 7-day total accumulated precipitation melted. Big storminess along the west coast across California, good for central and northern California and the Pacific Northwest. And then less volatility across the country. Second storm track, El Nino type storm track with a lot of precipitation along the Gulf coastal areas, mainly right along the coast, and then up the eastern seaboard with that next system working its way off the coast. Nationally, looking at the temperatures, you have above normal and relatively quite a bit above normal, 18 degrees above normal here. significant. These are high temperatures forecast. And it's just about a straight line to the east. The eastern half of the country seeing below normal temperatures. Pushing that 3 days later, you can see that the warmer air is trying to make some inroads into the east, but the northeast hangs out relatively cold. I think this pattern is going to set up like this and stay like this for some time to come. And a bit of a roller coaster ride. This is centered on Montpelier. We'll look at others here in a second, but most modeling brings us below zero during the cold, clear mornings or clear nights preceding. And then temperatures make a rise into the teens or low teens or single digits here. Looking at temperatures not so cold tomorrow night and high temperatures on Wednesday reaching into the mid-20s. Another Arctic front moves on in, lowers the temperature. We're looking at potential GFS indicating as cold as minus 25 degrees here in Montpelier. The European not quite as strong and bullish on that cold, but then we see again moderation in temperature for Saturday, and then another Arctic front, and so it goes. This is the quick look at the meteogram based off of the European model, deterministic European, and what we're looking at here is some snowfall. This is the 0 degree isotherm or 0 degree line. So temperatures below zero at night. This morning we see a rise in temperature, and then another dip, very much like we saw with the GFS, and another rise, and so forth. A little bit less certainty getting out this far here, but temperature is relatively cold, conditions generally below normal in temperature. So in terms of major concerns, we have that frontal boundary. This is the storm system we'll have to watch. Just 12 hours ago, we were looking at this. And you can see this is a much better phasing of this nor'easter working on through. And again, this would be valid into Thursday, and looks like into Thursday night. Latest model runs this morning show that system a little further to the east. It could return. That has been the history. Roger Hill, Wuthering Heights Consulting.